So I'm looking at this picture of John Cena, and we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about what he's done and like how much of I think, in my personal opinion, I think he's just a coward. I think he's a pathetic coward that has no spine whatsoever. He might be able to portray like the toughest dude in the world on the movie screen, but the dude folds like nobody's business, and he just has no spine. He has literally no spine whatsoever, and it all comes down to money. Is it gonna make me money? Yeah, I'll say whatever you want. You want me to dance on the table? Oh yeah. You want me to thank China for, you know, the concentration camps they're running, the communist China, the slave labor camps? You want me to? Oh, I'm so sorry, China. I'm so sorry. Dude, I don't get it. I really don't. Like, I respected John Cena because, you know, Make-A-Wish Foundation, the stuff he did for the troops, you know, going over to, and entertaining, you know, soldiers and stuff like that, you know, in Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff like that. And a lot of respect. And a lot of respect for John Cena for what he did. As somebody who was a service member and stuff, I thought it was pretty good. I thought he did a really good job, and especially with, you know, having kids now, much respect for what he did. Leading up to this point. Like, I don't understand. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I don't understand what it is to where China just literally bends you over and says, yes, sir, I'm John Cena. I would like another. Please, China, give me another. So, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, so yesterday, I was at the fire station, so I didn't get to talk about this, but John Cena, in an interview, so he's promoting Fast and Furious 9, Fast 9, F9, whatever the hell they're running to call it. He's promoting this movie in China. Well, he says in this interview that Taiwan will be one of the first countries to actually view the movie. Taiwan's a country. I don't give a damn what China says. Communist China can eat it for all I care, but Taiwan is a country. Well, China doesn't view Taiwan as a country at all. Taiwan is its own independent country, but China says, no. That's our territory. It's not its own independent country. Even the WHO, even the World Health Organization, doesn't recognize Taiwan as an independent country. It has its own flag, its own government, has everything. It's in its own independent government. But China, as well as other organizations, don't recognize it. Well, you can't offend China because John Cena is trying to promote its own movie. And I think Fast 9 is already released in China and overseas and stuff like that, to where I think it's already made like $130 million in China. We'll get into this story, but I'm just kind of ranting right now. But apparently he doesn't want to offend China because, God forbid, you know, you actually stand up to, you know, a communist dictatorship that's kind of going on where, you know, they run concentration camps. Just ask the Uyghur Muslims. They have slave labor. But you know what? We want to make sure we have the money. I mean, $60 million. I checked his net worth. $60 million just not enough, man. I need more money. I'll be the dancing monkey all you want to. As long as I say what gets me money. That's all I care about. And honestly, like, I don't have any respect for you anymore, man. I don't. I have no respect whatsoever for John Cena because he's not going to stand up for what's right. He's not going to stand up against a government that is doing terrible atrocities because he wants to get paid. He wants to get that money. Who cares? Oh my God. Attitude, values. Oh no, F that. If I'm getting the green, I'll say whatever you want. So yeah, dude, lost a lot of respect for John Cena. But anyway, let's get into the story. I want to get into the story, but also want to talk about Taiwan because some people were wondering, you know, what's the history? Why is Taiwan, you know, considered a country to some people, not considered to others like China? But Taiwan's been a country ever since, you know, the end of the Second World War. Like around 1949, you had the communist takeover of China. People were fleeing China, going towards Taiwan, creating its own country. I think 1.2 million people fled China into Taiwan. So Taiwan has been its own independent country since the World War II, since the post-World War II. So we'll get into that. Even the United States, we have pacts signed with Taiwan in its defense. I don't know how much that's worth nowadays because people will just bend over to China for just I don't know what anybody's word is. I don't know how much a word is. I don't know how much values are cost to people nowadays, because I'm looking at this pact that the United States has signed with China or signed with Taiwan in defense. If something happens to China, that you know, China's been doing these beaching drills and been doing different drills in preparation to a possible invasion of Taiwan. The United States has signed a pact saying, hey, we're going to try to provide you some aid in case that happens. I don't know how much that's worth now because people are just bending over for no reason. So, anyway, let's talk about this. So this is from, I believe, the AP. So AP is saying that the actor and professional wrestler John Cena has apologized to fans in China after he called Taiwan a country in a promotional interview for his upcoming film and became the latest celebrity to face the fury of Chinese nationalists. Dude, one, Taiwan's a country. I mean, we can go back several decades ago. Taiwan has become a country, and it's been a country. I don't understand why we are just willing, yes, China, bend me over, and I'll take it as long as you pay me well. So anyway, so China Cena says that, yes, Taiwan will be one of the first countries to be able to see this new Fast 9 movie in theaters, and apparently the Chinese nationalists did not, apparently the Chinese Communist Party did not find too well with that comment, and John Cena was issuing an apology in Mandarin, and it just sounded so pathetic. This is John Cena saying this. I need to say now, this is very, 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 very important. I love and respect China and the Chinese people. I'm very, very sorry for my mistake. I really apologize for it. Wow, man. This is the thing. It has nothing against the Chinese people. It's the Chinese Communist Party that is running concentration camps and slave labor camps. You can be against that, and it's okay. You can stand up for the American values of independence and liberty and say, you know what? Go F yourself, China. But you can't do that because you want to make money. $60 million net worth. It's not cutting it for John Cena, man. You need more money. You need all the money. So China's just going to be there to give it to you. So it's incredible to see. I am actually loving the amount of backlash that he's getting, because it's just showing to the American people, to all of us, of just how easily people are just willing to bend over backwards to not offend China, even though they're committing the most horrendous atrocities in the world, and nobody's saying anything about it and don't want to condemn China for it. So anyway, it continues on. It was unclear if Cena's apology worked, as many comments on the Chinese social media in response to his video were negative. Yeah, so when he made this video saying he was very, 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 very sorry, like a little pansy, they were still not happy. The nationalists in China were not happy because you didn't say that Taiwan was not a country and Taiwan belongs to China. You didn't say that. So even they were pissed off still, even though he said sorry. So, likewise, Cena was also facing scorn back in the United States, where Senator Tom Cotton called the apology pathetic, and others lashed out on social media as a coward. I think he's a pathetic coward. I really do. I think John Cena showed his true colors right here. You can be the biggest, strongest dude looking. You can look like an American hero on the screen, but you don't have the character in real life. You don't have the attitude. You don't have that will to withstand and stand up for people that are being oppressed. Hey man, as long as it's getting me the green, why do I care, right? So anyway, you go on, you can look up exactly what happened with the creation of Taiwan as a nation, and you can go through the history. I mean, hell, you can go to Taiwan, government's website and see through the history and stuff like that. Basically, the rundown of everything. When in Second World War, China was going through this phase of you had the Republic of China, but then you also had the communists starting to take over of China. The Soviet Union had communism, it was seeping into China, and basically it got to the point where people were having to flee and get away from communism, so they fled to Taiwan. And the U.S. back then was actually trying to prevent the communist government from actually pursuing the Chinese, the Republic of China into Taiwan. So the United States was helping them with their fleet, preventing that invasion of Taiwan. So, ever since post-World War II, Taiwan has been a thing. And I'm not understanding why all of a sudden now we are just so willing to say, yeah, no, Taiwan's not a country. It has its own history. It has its own way of becoming a country. We have exactly what's been happening to create it to be a country. But no, it's not a. If China says it's not a country, I mean, we ain't gonna say anything about it. So anyway, yeah, so this is the rundown and history of everything. I just wanted to give you a little synopsis of exactly how Taiwan was created post-World War II. They've had democratic elections, and it's pretty much a opposition to China, with China being a communist-controlled party and country, and then you have the democratic elected country in Taiwan. And then even, like I said, Taiwan Relations Act. This is something that the United States has signed with Taiwan. It was mostly just about, training, protecting cultures and stuff like that. But also too, in this, it has a military provision of the United States. Doesn't say, I believe it says in here, it's that the United States will, so the Taiwan Relations Act does not guarantee the U.S. will intervene militarily if the Communist Party, China's Communist Party, invades or attacks Taiwan, but the United States will try to provide arms, try to provide, this and that and stuff like that. So it's not like a straight guarantee that the United States will even intervene if China plans on invading Taiwan. I mean, and this is the thing, like I've talked about this previously in other videos, is that China is doing beaching drills, they're getting ready, like at some certain point, Taiwan's gonna get invaded. That Taiwan is gonna be invaded by China. China's gonna try to act and try to get in on Taiwan. And what will be the U.S. response? I have no idea. I don't think it's gonna be a good response because at this point, nobody has a spine to stand up to China. So anyway, just wanted to give you guys my opinion about the entire thing. I think John Cena's a fucking coward. But I also wanted to give you guys my opinion about, the history of Taiwan, how it was created, give you a little synopsis. If you want to, go to the Taiwanese government website. You can look it up. Wikipedia is a good source as well, too, to kind of look up stuff like that. But yeah, Taiwan's been a government for decades now. And I think John Cena is a coward, man. If you don't want to stand up to the Communist Party of China, where they're running a concentration camp with the Uyghur Muslims, and they have some slave labor camps and other atrocities, I think you're kind of a POS. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to talking to you guys all next time.